important investor, so people would probably love to peek in there. But there might be no surprises. It might all be General Electrics and things of that nature. Or am I wrong?
They're all basically top-notch type of companies with a little smattering of others. For instance, our policy indicates that as a policy we should not buy cyclical stocks if we feel that the non-cyclical quality stocks do better. We shouldn't buy speculative junior stocks unless we can, in our opinion, make more money in that than either the cyclical or the stable quality growth stocks, because you're taking more risk. Therefore, why not stay with the group one, we call it, the stable companies of a growing type, unless you actually are convinced that you can make more in a cyclical. And in a cyclical, I expect to make a double in 5 years because I can't count on it. And if I overshoot the target, if I believe it's going to go higher but it doesn't, I will have to wait another 5 years for the cycle to come back.
And if everybody were to follow your advice, they would desert small caps and junior stocks and speculative stocks and so on. So what you are saying is those things shouldn't be in the market to begin with.
No, I'm not necessarily saying that at all. I have made the most money in my life in one very small stock, namely my own. It has made practically all the money I've made.
But have you floated it? It's not a...
I have not gone public with it.
That's what I'm saying. You don't seem to think that...
I don't see why I should go public if I don't need any capital and I can make a return of 20–30% a year.
But anybody who enjoys that, and there are actually funds that do only junior stocks and so on, they're kind of wasting their time, if I read you correctly.
Not necessarily. If like some of my friends who will do nothing but small stocks and analyze them to death, they make probably more money in many cycles than I do. They might even, if they trade them sufficiently, might make more money in the long run. But they'll have to have pretty good nervous systems, because in 1 year they can be down 50% and the next year they can be up 100.
And you do a good field trip, just like Warren Buffett. You talk about the proper field trip, verify your investment on site, but like a skeptic.
I believe that you have to know the management. I believe that the most important aspect of all human activity is the quality of the human ingredient.
I'm going to read Stephen Jarislowsky. I'm going to give people another taste of this book. I'm going to read to you your final paragraph, and to them. Some final advice, this time of a different sort. Use your life for the good. Remain loyal to your mentors, your colleagues, and especially your family and friends. It is the last two you need most when you get old. Even when fortune smiles, remain simple in your lifestyle, but without being niggardly. Look for real values in your life and practice them. Give everyone the benefit of the doubt, but strictly avoid the bad guys. Act with and expect total integrity, and keep as distant from those who do not live up to this standard as you can. Above all, be sure that you like what you see in the mirror. Well, thank you for this book, and thank you for this interview. Stephen Jarislowsky, our summer classic for this week on The World Show, taken from Entrepreneurs, the Dobson series. And on the Dobson series, a mentor always has a final thought for you. Here he is.
Entrepreneurship can be a lot of things to a lot of different people. What's important to me in entrepreneurship is it is creativity and people coming up with new, innovative ideas. Everybody likes entrepreneurship. It's like sex. It'll sell, and if you can have something and you can put entrepreneurship in the title, you do. But there's a very big difference between small business, family business, and the rest. Family business may be the best illustration. A guy starts a company, who in my language be an entrepreneur. He turns it over to the family. They're no longer entrepreneurs. They're managing in a certain way, in an established way. They've joined the elite. They're comfortable with what they do. They're stopping the innovation. It is when the innovation doesn't take place anymore. We've got people studying and tell me they're making studies in entrepreneurship. They're not doing studies in entrepreneurship. They're doing mathematical models on how many small companies there are and all the rest of it. My emphasis on entrepreneurship is somebody who's creatively trying to do something. Now, he may not start out like that he's going to create this particular business, but his idea and his innovation